Hello and welcome to Huskers HQ Overtime presented by Tom Dinsdale. I'm Terry Douglas and we're here at Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska, where the Nebraska football team and head coach Bo Pelini have been talking about Friday's regular season finale against Colorado at their regular press conference.
I don't know. I don't really look at the stats. These guys are very capable on the offensive side. They have good talent. They've had some injuries, which most people have at this point of the season. But they have two quarterbacks, both who can make plays, and some good skilled guys. I think their running backs are good players. So it'll be we're going to have to play our best football. That's really what we're looking to do. We're looking to put 4 quarters together of our best football.
Real good defense. I think as a unit they play real well. Their safety's injured, and he was a real good safety, real good on blitzes. Their linebackers play well in their gaps. Good overall team speed, but they're real stingy, you're right.
For me, that's something great we can do. That's a great opportunity, and we'd love to do it. And not only do that, but we always talked about going 3-0 in these last 3 games, and they're definitely one of those teams we really are eager to beat.
Friday will also be Senior Day at Memorial Stadium, and emotions will be running on overload as this group of seniors prepares to play their last game on their home field. This group, especially the 5th-year seniors, have been through a lot. 2 coaching changes, lots of upheaval, and a lot of bumps in the road. But Nebraska head coach Bo Pelini said he's been pleased with the way this group has held together and put together a strong season.
They've been through a lot. A number of these guys committed, before this. Back when I was here in 2003, and then went through that deal, and then they had to, then going into their senior year, they have to deal with another coaching change, and that's never easy, and especially going into your senior year, and I thought they've responded well. They've led this football team. I have a lot of respect for these guys. They come to work every day. They practice hard. They have great attitudes. There's a lot of character, and we're going to miss all those guys.
Definitely weird. Time flies when you're having fun, I guess. When you come in as a freshman, you never think it's going to go that fast, and then when you don't redshirt especially, 4 years go by really fast, and it's going to be a fun game. It's going to be exciting having it be your last one, but you never want it to be your last one because you have so much fun while you're doing it.
Nebraska has always been a program that has considered itself having no rival outside of Oklahoma. That's changed in recent years as the Huskers have started to embrace this end-of-the-year rivalry with Colorado.
Yeah, there's been a tremendous tradition in this football game, and I think there always will be. And that's, like I said, it's motivation's motivation, and I don't get into who we're playing and their numbers, and I just know their numbers. I don't even know half their names, but I know they're a very capable football team. We need to play our best, and I've said this all along. It's not about the opponents. I tell this to the team. It's about us. We got to compete within ourselves and play our best football and let things happen as they may.
Us playing against Oklahoma, Missouri, Colorado's right up there with them. They're always going to play us tough, and it's always a team that we want to beat. And not saying that all the other teams that we don't want to beat them, because we obviously do, but obviously it's a little bit more because there's a little bit of bad blood between us. It's always been that way, and it always will be that way. So you definitely are a little bit more fired up for this game than maybe say a K-State game or some of that sort. So.
It means a lot. I think just beating Colorado is, I guess, an achievement in itself, just because it's a rivalry game. 3-game winning streak. We've gained confidence throughout the last couple games, so we'll see how that plays out this game. But it'd be real great going into a bowl game.
Not only are the Huskers looking for a victory to finish off their 3-game season 3-0, the Huskers would also like to sharpen their bowl resume. Right now, a victory likely has Nebraska headed toward a Gator Bowl bid on New Year's Day in Jacksonville, Florida. A loss, and you could be looking at the Sun Bowl or Insight.com Bowl.
I feel like, 3 weeks ago, almost 3 weeks ago now, a little over 3 weeks ago now, after that Oklahoma game, I said this is a 3-game season, And I, myself, the players, we committed to winning, to going undefeated in that 3-game season, and we want to. We'll worry about the bowl game if whatever happens there when that comes. But we need to win this football game, and there's a sense of urgency from me, the staff, the players, to get it done and make sure we keep this ship heading in the right direction and get some momentum going for this program.
It's huge, anytime you can play. Everyone always talks about, the January 1st and games and all the way till the championship. If you can play after, New Year's Day and so on and so forth, that's a great bowl game you're going to be playing and you're having a great time. So especially for after the year we had last year, we didn't go bowling, and having Coach Bo here for the first year and to go to a game like that would be great. So we need to go out and play as well as we can on Friday.
I mean, it's a great statement. Obviously, we're on our way back on track to getting where we're supposed to be, and always being in a bowl game and being in a good one. So it's just a progression of where we can take this program to and where we're heading it.
Okay, there you've heard it from the Huskers, and now we've come to prediction time. We look at this game, Nebraska and Colorado, the rivalry that's developed. Usually it's always a close and hard-fought game. Don't know if that's going to be the case this year. Injuries have really plagued Colorado, especially on the offensive line, where 3 offensive linemen and 2 tight ends are out for the season. I look for Colorado to come out spirited early, but Nebraska just to be too much in the end. We'll say final score, Huskers 38, Buffaloes 21.